This is the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 5. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men, out of every nation under heaven. I like to start off by giving all praise, all honor, and all infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Peace, love, blessings, many salutations to the Lord's elect, starting with the 144,000 prophets, which are men, because the Most High deals with men. Then it trickles down to the great multitude that John saw in Revelation, the 7th chapter, which are men, women, and children, that the Most High will have mercy on in these last days. And this your brother Rayad Rakar, and I'm gonna get into why it was like Jews out of every nation under heaven. Why was it Jews out of every nation under heaven, and who were these Jews? Because it said out of every nation under heaven. Now you got Christians that would say, see, out of every nation under heaven, but it was a reason why it was devout man, Jews out of every nation under heaven. And the reason why is because the Jews and the rest of the 12 tribes were scattered abroad due to the curses that they was subject to under Moses, man. And Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64, I think it is. This it. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And it reads, "And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even to the other end of the earth. And thou shalt serve other gods, which thy fathers, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone." So this is where you get the scattering of the Israelites, man. And the Israelites consist of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native, and similar Indians. And when you read in the New Testament, and it talks about strangers and Gentiles, it goes back to the scattering or the diaspora of the Israelites, the Jews. And then you have a split in 2 Kings where the southern kingdom stayed at Jerusalem, and then you got the northern kingdom that parted ways. So let me get something else. Let me see. Like the Romans, the Corinthians, all these scriptures were written to Israelites. But you have to have the proper teacher and the proper understanding of the scriptures to even understand. What's that? 10 and 1, 10 and 2. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 1. "Moreover, brethren." See, why is Paul calling people brethren? Brethren is of your kinsfolk, of your family, of your bloodline, of the same stock, the same seed. It said, "I would not that ye should be ignorant, how that all our fathers," he's saying our fathers for a reason, because they got the same forefathers, "were under the cloud and all passed through the sea." Whose fathers passed through the sea? "And were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and the sea." Talking about Israelites, man. These are Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native, and similar Indians. Now, let's jump 2 chapters over. 1 Corinthians 12 and 1. Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, here we go again with brethren, I would not have you ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles. How were they Gentiles? Let's keep reading. Carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. So what made them Gentiles in a Gentile state of mind was worshiping other gods, like we just read in Deuteronomy. You shall serve other gods, even wood and stone. Let me read this again. 1 Corinthians 12:2. Ye know that ye were Gentiles in a Gentile state of mind, worshiping other idols, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. It's kind of easy to understand with the proper teacher, but when you go inside these harlot houses, these Christian churches, where they don't understand the scriptures, it's straight confusion. What's next? Let me see. Okay, Romans. Who are these Romans? Are these Romans the Romans that killed our Lord and Savior? Do they receive salvation? Or are these Israelites that this book was written to? This is the book of Romans chapter 1, verse 7. To all that be in Rome. Okay. To all that be in Rome. Beloved of God. Who is the beloved of God? I think that's Baruch 3, if I'm not mistaken. Baruch chapter 3, and towards the end. Is it? I could be wrong about this one. Let me see. I'm going to try to skim through it real fast, because it literally say beloved of God. But it's talking to the Israelites, though. Is it 16:26? I thought it's Baruch 3 and 36. Salakia, I know it's somewhere in the Apocrypha. I thought it's Baruch 3 and 36, but it literally says beloved of God. And Israel, my beloved. But that ain't it, so Salakia about that. But I'm going to go back to Romans 1 and 7. Romans chapter 1, verse 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of God, called to be saints. So I definitely know where that's at, called to be saints. Who are the saints of the Most High? Could anybody be a saint? Or is it a certain ethnical group of people? Certain ethnicity? Psalms 50 and 5. Gather my saints together unto me. Who is the saints? Those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. Who made a covenant with the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, by sacrifice? The Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native, and Seminole Indians. Another precept, Psalms 148 and 8. 14. He also exalted the horn of his people. Who is his people? The Israelites. The praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord. These were Israelites that this book was written to. Romans 1 and 7. It says, to all that be in Rome, beloved of God. So it's getting more precise. Called to be saints. The Israelites. We just proved that. Grace to you and peace from Yahweh our Father and the Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach. These were Israelites. Peter. Man, we can keep going and going. We can go into all these scriptures to see where these epistles, these letters were written to the saints. Who are the saints? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native, and Seminole Indians that's scattered abroad. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, all honor, and all infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders. Peace, love, and blessings to the Lord's elect. Go read Psalms 147, 19 and 20. It tell you that the word is for Israel and Israel only. He have not dealt so with no other nation. As for his judgments and his statutes, they have not known him. With that, I'm going to say Shalom.